will be a go. Welcome everybody to Panfish Nation. Along with Mark, I'm Lyle, and Mark, we got a great guest tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun talking with Leslie about baits and stuff. But before we get started, what do you say we go through the people in chat and let everybody know that we really are here tonight?
We definitely are here tonight, and all I gotta say is I love bacon. I don't know what else to say, but bacon. And people in chat will know you're going to start seeing bacon emojis here very quickly. Leslie, don't let them throw you off your game. So let's see who we got in chat here. I know Betty's watching in the background. Hey, sister Betty, how you doing? Nice to see you. A couple crosses fishing. I see Big Bill's veterans catfishing. I hear he went over to Chad's house and helped him with his rack. Lyle. Oh, Lyle just left. I can do this. Annette Morgan's in the house. Bobcat Outdoors. What's going on, Bobcat? How you doing? So Bobcat was live earlier. Carmel Muncie in the house. Catmandu Outdoors. Chad Butler. How you doing, Chad? Chucky Handley. What's going on, Chucky? Chucky Morgan. We got two Chuckies in the house today. That's cool. Cindy Stokes in the house. Cindy. Chad does, in fact, hate Missouri. I see Creole Catfish in the house. Dan Thompson in the house. Fat Boy Eric in the house. There's my buddy. Eric Massey Jig Company, Dan Thompson. How you doing, bud? There's Fish and Finds. What's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you're still up and around. I know you're on vacation, if I'm not mistaken. I saw you on Facebook something. There's Chad Lyle. Can you take away his wrench for me, please?
I could.
Thank you. We got Fishing with Squirrel. There's my buddy Luke, Fish on Luke. What's going on? Make sure you check out his channel and his TikTok. Jeremy Albatron. I think that's a new one. What's up, Jeremy? Jeremy Colvin Fishing. Make sure you check out Jeremy Colvin's channel. He's looking to get back in the game after YouTube pulled a fast one on him. Joe Buck 66 in the house. What's up, Joe Buck? John Patrick Jr. Lance McCoo. What's up, Lance? Mike Irvin, Northeast Missouri Angler. What's up, buddy? Hey, Lyle, there's Panfish Nation in the house. Parker Pursuits. Parker broke his ribs today. Parker, we're wishing you the best of luck and a quick heal. And I think he'll be just fine. I talked to him in message. He's medicated, so he'll be all right. Rod Knocker Fishing in the house. There's my buddy Ryan setting hooks and crossing eyes. You should check him out on Instagram. Same username. Sean Abney. Super Dave 336, one of SK's Crappie Catching Adventures. Great moderators. There's Josh the Weekend Angler. He was picking on Dockery and the other show. Tim Molina in the house. There's Frank from Twisted Fishing TV. Uncle Jeep. Whisker Dreams. What's up? I see 922 Crappie BQ in the house. Let's see if I missed anybody. Bugman 22. Carmel Muncie. I might have got you, but I'm going to say hello again. Let's see who else. Downtown Ernie Brown. What's up, Ernie? Mendoza's coming, bud. Can't wait to be hanging out with you every morning. That's going to be awesome. Let's see. Fields. Yeah, the Fields to Water. He's not blue anymore. That's a good sign. Mike Irvin in the house. We got a lot of people coming in. Philip Williams. Sean Abney. I think I might have said hello to him. The Weekend Angler. I said hello. Annette. I think we're good, and we will let's see if he said something here. But I think we got everybody, Lyle. If we didn't, I know we'll holler him out later on.
That's exactly right. We'll do our best to. I would like for everybody to take a look at this. This is what you get when you order baits from Leslie. They're amazing. I've got a whole bunch of them here. I got a while back, and I like them a lot.
Lyle was showing off the little packs that you send, the round ones, like are in the thumbnail. He was really kind of fond of those, Leslie.
Like, are you talking about this, Mark?
That one right there.
And these have 1-inch baits in them. They are way cool. This is the kind of stuff that James Dockery told me, and he's probably going to be mad when I tell everybody about it, but this is what he catches fish on all winter. Is stuff like this. So I look for him to start calling Leslie and ordering some baits because this is Dockery size bait, so you catch Dockery size fish. Is that right? Did I say that right, Mark?
Dockery Dinks is what we call them. We got Betty Biggins and Dockery Dinks.
Oh, Leslie,
there's some shenanigans that we go through at the beginning of each show. Being it's St. Patrick's Day, let's wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day, right, Lyle?
Absolutely, absolutely. Leslie, welcome to Panfish Nation. We're glad to have you on here. You got some amazing products. How in the world did a little lady get started making plastic baits for guys to fish with?
No, it was an accident actually, but it had a lot to do with COVID. Getting laid
Really?
off. Yep. Moved back here to in Dallas, Texas area from Houston and started helping out with my son. My son went back to work and well, things didn't work out there, so I decided to keep on doing it.
Well, there you go. Well, there are amazing baits with some wonderful colors, every size imaginable, and several designs. You want to elaborate on what you offered everybody?
Yeah, I have the 1 inch baits like you have there.
Mm-hmm.
I have the stinger, and then I have it in a little shrimp. Yep, and then I have the 1.75 inch little beaver tails, which are great in this area for dock shooting. And then I have my stingers, which are my top baits. I have the 2 inch and the 2.4 inch. And then I have the 1.75 inch little thumpers, which it has the looks like a looks like a little frog actually, without the front legs. And then I have a 2.4 inch curly tail.
Okay.
I'm bringing in some more slowly, but them have been pretty overwhelming to keep up with those right now.
And you do all this by yourself, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought, and that's amazing. Now, the question that I think most people are going to want to know the answer to are what are your most popular uh, bodies and what's the most popular colors?
Well, it's the 2 inch stinger, and I have an iced monkey milk glow bait that is just about the best one I've got. And you can't catch with anything else, this one's going to catch.
Okay, there you go. For
And
all you people,
they're all soft plastics that you're dealing with, right?
Yes, I make jig heads, but uh, not too many.
Cool. Let me give a quick shout out to Maurice Cason in the house. I also see a A1 Catfish family. What's going on? Catfish Terry stopped in. What's going on? Kevin Barker. I think, and Creole, if I haven't said hello, I think I did, but there we go. Creole says those big curly tails would be fire for white bass. So, do you get out and do a lot of fishing with your baits?
Oh, I don't get to fish as much as I would like to. I stay pretty busy with the baits,
Ain't
but I
that the
definitely
truth?
have my guys that try them out.
could we get a mod to post a link for to Leslie's website in here, please? I think I put it up in the description. Let me maybe I can do it.
I posted it in there, Lyle. We got it under
Oh, okay.
control. I do see
Okay.
it in the
Good.
description as well, and Dee has been posting it too. So
Thank you, D.
she's always a great supporter here. And I did notice that Chad did get timed out right away, and I didn't even have to do it.
Wow. It wasn't me, I promise you.
It was my younger brother James that did it.
Oh, okay.
My hero.
Leslie, we have a family thing going on here.
Oh,
I
I
have
understand.
I have a couple of sons that I never really asked for.
Don't we all?
Three to be exact.
Four.
It's
You got
okay.
Luke,
We have a great time
got
with it. There's
four.
others trying to get in.
Luke is in here too, so you got four.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Luke. He was the original. I actually have a few daughters that I didn't know I had, and more wanting in, but they got to be approved by the others. So,
Yeah, good luck with that.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, hello, Danny Stone in the house. How could I not hear Danny Stone? We got to make sure. Look at that. Danny Stone. Hello, Mark. Hello. I think you heard me. I heard you, brother. Oh, look, that is okay, Lyle. Like father, I never wanted.
See what I mean? You can't win with these guys.
We're
Just
just a
can't
bunch
win
of
with
guys
them.
that give each other a bunch of flack online and in the shows, and
Yeah,
and
we just have fun.
Luke was the original one that tried selling some frogs to Lyle back at the tournament back when he was a wee little tyke, so he started calling him dad. So that's kind of the
There's
history
Ernie.
behind that.
That's exactly right. But it's all in good time.
So you had mentioned it's your son and you started this together and he went back to work, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So was it something that you wanted to get in, or is it just something that you fell in? Like, Mom, help me out here.
Well, it's kind of like that, but we go back a long ways. Back when they were growing up, I always taught them to fish and hunt and everything else. And we used to do a lot of homemade fishing stuff on our own, but definitely wasn't as easily as done back then as it is now.
So how did you like start the actual pouring of the baits? I mean, is that something you guys had to do? Is that something that you knew? Is that somebody that taught you how to do it? How did you get involved?
Well, he taught me there at first, but then I've done a lot of investigating on my own and done a lot of schooling online through YouTube. Chris Jones is, I know y'all probably hear that a lot, but he's a really good teacher and a great person to learn from. But also, I check out all kinds of groups and see what people like, and pretty much what I like to catch, go fishing with, and what I catch crappie with. But I just kind of fell in love with the crappie baits more than the rest.
You mentioned you're super busy. How many weights are you pushing out the door now? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I just got through moving. Right now, I'm shut down. I'm fixing to have a grand reopening early next week.
Okay.
Have a
So
little bit
with that, does that mean sales?
yeah, that
Sales?
means sales.
Big sales? So get your credit cards
pretty,
ready, tuned up, folks.
pretty big sales.
Awesome.
Lyle likes to spend my money for me, so whenever he finds something that he really likes, like he did with your page,
It's not just me, James Dockery too.
James Dockery too. They try to get me to buy all of this stuff. They talk me into it. This month I kind of reached my fishing budget, so you might be getting a message from me when you open those doors pretty soon.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I got more plastic and stuff that I could ever use, but that don't stop me from buying them. I'm kind of like like some ladies I know with shoes, but me it's
A hoarder.
you think so?
Hoarder.
Tackle hoarder. You know, Lyle, my wife is sitting over here off camera. We need to like ixnay on the tackle.
Right.
Hi, Sheila. Just trying to help you out, buddy. Just trying to help you out.
Thanks,
It is very nice to know that Sheila has joined you in your room tonight doing this. That's awesome.
With friends like you, Lyle and Dockery, I don't need any enemies. That's for sure.
That's just very true. Very true.
So what makes your baits different from the other ones? Right here, Chucky Hadley, I believe that's how you say his name. I would like to say after trying Miss Bacon's baits, I sold every Bobby Garland and any other store-bought bait I had for hers. They're phenomenal baits and much higher quality. That's a pretty bold statement there.
That's for sure.
Yeah, Chucky accidentally became my pro staffer because he was sharing so many pictures of fish that he was catching with my baits and just kept on and on. My page was just overloaded. And I called him up and I told him, look, be my pro staff. And he's been with me ever since I reopened 1 year ago.
Wow.
I can send him anything and he's going to catch a fish for me. But yeah, my baits are a lot stronger and their action is absolutely great. They're tough.
There, let me get you a solo so you can show that.
That's my favorite color right there.
Wow, that baby's got all kinds of movement in it.
Yeah, that's my little thumper. That's my guy in Nebraska won second place in Crappie Masters last year in the Nebraska Trail. And he fishes with these and believes in those. This is my 2-inch stinger, which is the iced super milk that I talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And
still a lot of action with that also.
I've got one guy that caught 75 fish off this one bait before he even changed it.
Oh, hey, Kevin, welcome.
So, yeah, Kevin, I'm the same way. I'm kind of like a dog and a squirrel when it comes to crappie baits.
Yeah, kind of what started us on my son on this was the fact that he was spending way too much money on somebody else's baits, and they tear up in 1 or 2 bites.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the action in this, and it's very tough.
Do you have any of the
lasts.
1-inch baits handy? I'd like to see one of those if you do.
Whoops.
There
I
are
missed
some.
it.
You don't go out of your way if you don't. We can always have somebody buy him James Dockery, and he'll show them to me.
Big Skip wants to know if you have a smelt color.
Not sure about that.
Okay.
These are still on. That's what I call my little pimping shrimp.
I like that name.
You wouldn't know anything about ice fishing, but I know just a little bit. I'm thinking that might work pretty good. That and a red would probably be pretty killer out on the ice.
Oh, I'm sure I got red in there.
I'm thinking
these all glow.
pimping shrimp does it for me right off the bat.
Even better, right there, that double tail, that split tail right there. I like that. I don't know what it is about fish in general, not just crappie. They like them split tail baits. I have no idea.
Joe Buck, welcome. Parker Pursuits, welcome.
You had mentioned some larger baits too, right? What size is the largest ones you're making?
Probably the curly tails.
The curly tails?
Yeah, let's see. Basic. Well, not in very good shape. These are 2.4.
2.4. So a 2.4 is what, a 2 1/4 inch bait?
Yeah, just
thereabouts.
Just a tiny bit less than 2.5.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I got a couple of guys that really like these, so I
don't
decided
think they'll
to
boil, Jeremy. I don't think that'll work.
You know, curly tails are like, you know, we've gotten into this discussion actually out on the boat this week. I was out walleye fishing, and we got into discussion. If you were only allowed to use one bait the rest of your life and couldn't use anything else, a curly tail was definitely one of the choices. You can't go wrong with a curly tail. If you got a white curly tail, if anything, you can pretty much make that thing work. Almost as good, in my opinion, almost as good as an inline spinner. But I'll settle for a white curly tail too. Any day. I've caught a lot of fish on them. So.
Yep. This is one that I'm just starting to sell. It's a 2-inch paddle tail.
I love those. Perfect. And they're just 2 inches. It's kind of like your thumper, right?
Yes.
The paddle tails.
Except it's
one
just
leg.
one leg instead of the 2.
Now, does that come in like a monkey milk type? Oh, there we like that kind of color.
Oh, I've got tons of colors, but yeah, monkey milk is definitely one that I use in every bait I make.
Yep. I mean, it matches pretty much a bait fish dead on, especially clear water. What are some of the brighter colors that you have available?
I got my
Crappie Zilla in the house.
What's going on, Jason? There we go.
That's a good looking bait there too.
That's got Doc Shooter written all over it, doesn't
I'm
it?
thinking so.
Yep. That's the little 1.75 beaver tail grub.
Richard Madcatter Catfishing. Welcome, sir. Be seeing you soon.
Yeah, they love these neon colors for sure.
I got a question to ask you about colors.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the colors catch more fish or more fishermen?
I'm going after the fishermen first, if I'll be honest.
Atta girl. They're the ones that spend the money to fish. No.
Got to catch the fishermen first.
That's exactly right. But they look amazing. They really do.
A1 Fishing Family's asking what package do you have, or what packages do you have? Do you sell kits?
I try to sell kits, but they constantly sell out. I have a hard time keeping up with them, but I sell bags, and I have the super ice glow milk I do sell in a kit. It's 100 baits, 5 different tail colors, and I sell those for $25 a box. And they're also they glow, as well as they got a lot of glitter in them, which is very bright to the crappie, attracted. But that's the main box I sell. And then I do on holidays like Father's Day and Christmas and a few of the other holidays, I'll sell a sampler box. It's usually a little bit of every color that I make of one style. And then I do a crappie sampler, which has all of my baits with some of all my colors.
Cool. Andrea Smith asks, have you made any of your Mad Hornet color again? What color is Mad Hornet? That's interest.
He's talking about the Murder Hornet. Remember during COVID?
Yeah.
Murder Hornet come out? And yes, I do. It's just that was another one that was hard to keep up with. But yeah, I've actually got them in stock right now as soon as I get opened back up.
A1 Fishing Family says, how can I order some? Would you mind telling them, Leslie?
I'll at Little Miss Bacon's Baits.shop. Or you can find me on Facebook and Little Miss Bacon's Baits. You can order either place.
I just posted the link to your Facebook page, and I believe if I look real quick, there's also a link to your webpage over on the in the About section. So if you guys want to get directly to her web page, you can do from there. So,
or you can look right down below in the description, and I have a link to her website, her Facebook, and I believe to her TikTok account.
Yeah.
Well, Lila's on the ball today. I'm not used to that.
I'm not either, but she give it to me, and when they give it to me, it's easy to find compared to having to try to dig through. Because let's face it, Mark, you're the TikToker around here.
Mm-hmm.
I am not.
I'm still learning the TikTok.
I'm not even trying to learn it.
Shoot me a message, Leslie. Send me a friend request. I'll walk you through it. It isn't too bad.
So he
I'm a little
says.
bit better at it, but yeah, I'm still depending on my website and my Facebook page because it's a lot of learning there.
Yep.
It sounds like
a lot of cool videos on there, though.
It sounds like you're keeping pretty busy, so you're doing good right there. When you're ready to grow, you can always get on there. So, hey, Jim, what's going on, bud?
Cheyenne Sloan, is that a relative of yours?
That's my daughter.
That's how when she says, way to go, mama, I happen to think that probably was the case.
Good idea and highlight.
Welcome, young lady.
How you doing, Cheyenne? 922 Crappie BQ says the sampler sounds like a great deal. It does sound like a good deal.
I think so, too.
It is. I'm hoping to be able to get a bunch up for the spring, which is as soon as they open back up. I had a tree fall into my roof here about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
I had to do some evasive maneuvering.
Whisker James says he wished he knew shorthand writing. That way he could write it all down.
Yeah, so I will be up and running again, and just probably by Saturday and Sunday.
That's way good.
Yeah, can't keep me down for too long.
That's cool. Northeast Missouri Angler says the winning weights at the Crappie Masters in Grenada was 42.84 pounds on 14 fish. That's amazing. That Grenada Lake is the lake my cousin used to go every year and stay down there for 3 months after duck season was over in Missouri. He'd go down there and they'd stay till warm weather and then come back up and go catfishing with us. And man, the stories he used to tell me about that place was unbelievable.
You know, I hear weights like that, and I hear the big crappie and stuff, and it's just kind of hard for me to fathom. Like today, I was fortunate enough to get one that was over 13 inches, and I was happy with that. So I just bring that up because, be happy with what's in your waters and start chasing it anyways.
That's exactly right. And one thing that people need to remember is that the fish in the northern states growth rate is much slower than it is in the South.
Every now and then, though, you find that little gem tucked away somewhere. You got to keep.
And that's exactly right. And there's some good ones up north. Like they got the best bluegills. And I think a lot of that is because they harvest so many in the southern states. Just my opinion.
Well, you know, up north, a lot of people are fishing for other types of fish like walleye and pike and stuff like that, even bass and smallmouth or perch. So they're not chasing the panfish as much as you would think. The catfish population up there, in a few exceptional areas, a couple of them, they really aren't that sought after. So
that just makes it that much better for the rest of us.
Yeah. Not everybody's, you know, Luke Henges up there slaying the crappie. He's got a crappie video coming out here pretty soon. So,
Luke is a fish prostitute. He don't pick no favorites. He takes them all.
He does take them all.
Yeah, I like to fish for everything myself.
Yeah,
definitely.
Our bluegill are small though.
Oh yeah.
If I'm fishing for catfish, I like them all, but I'm a bluegill fan, and crappie second. Walleye at a distant, very distant third, and everything else falls in somewhere behind that.
You know, I think I've become a fan of walleye. I would definitely use those twister tails of yours. But something about them, man, they're fierce little fish. They're pretty cool. They might fight like a wet sock, but they hit like a freight train. So that's kind of cool.
Yep. Freddie says they got some big gills down there.
And you say you're outside of Dallas?
I'm actually, I just moved. I'm closer to Tyler now.
Tyler? Okay. And where's SK at? SK is closer to Houston. Okay. He gets on some big red ears out by him. So,
if I'm correct, it's been a while, but if I'm correct, Tyler is north of Dallas. Is that correct?
Did Leslie freeze?
No.
Oh,
I know he's Tyler north of Dallas.
It's no, it's more south.
Oh,
yeah. Tyler, Longview area.
Is that north of Dallas?
No,
it's not.
A little bit. No, it's a little bit more southeast, just a little.
Okay, I must be thinking of another city up here.
Yeah. Yeah, Dallas is a little bit further up there, northeast of Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of close to the border of Louisiana, Shreveport, that area.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I'm like 60, 70 miles from Shreveport.
Yeah, okay. Lance says that Tyler is east.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a fishing with the Chad in chat that's a troll. You might want to take his wrench away too. Yeah, Lance says that Lance just said that Tyler is east of there, so I think Lance is from that area. We got him all over the place. Hello to Annette Morgan. I want to say hello to Freddie. I'm not sure I got him. I want to say hello to Matt too. I want to be outdoors. What's going on, Matt? How you doing? Uncle Jeep, of course. I think I got him, but I want to make sure we don't miss him, or else he'll troll us twice as hard. So, how'd you come up with the name Miss Bacon Baits?
My name's Leslie Bacon.
Oh my goodness!
What a great name!
My wife's
gone. I just had to go with it.
My wife is gone, or else if she was here, she might feel threatened.
She seen my logo.
I did. We made a thumbnail out of that, but he sent me the other one.
I couldn't fit it in there just right.
Let's see. I got it on my shirt here.
I was going to ask you about that. How did you get that logo?
I drew it myself.
Oh,
wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're a struggling bait maker, you see if you can make as much things as you can. So I do my own shirts, my own decals.
Wow.
And my own baits.
Cool. And do you have merchants? You have merchant stuff available on your site, I saw too, right? So if someone's interested in that, they can pick some of that up too.
Oh, absolutely. I got ball caps, decals, t-shirts, hoodies, all of it.
Cool. Dan Thompson says he loves the logo.
I've also got the funny T-shirts too.
Cool. See, here we go. Here are the bacon emojis. They're starting to come in.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned that you've been awfully busy, but prior to the business and stuff, how often are you getting out to fish?
I haven't been fishing myself in about 6 months. That's
Oh
sad.
wow.
But I hate the cold weather.
I live in the north, so I know the feeling. I'll get out and I'll ice fish a little bit, but this year not so much. I did get out a couple of times, so it was good to get out this week. Definitely, I was pretty happy about that. I think even Lyle got out to do a little fishing today, didn't you, Lyle?
I have been out. I had a request to show the people some of these baits where they could see one, but she already showed them, and I'm going to show this one again. If I can hold on to it, it's kind of slick. Let me get my hand behind it. And that's life, true life action right there, baby. Pretty nice
that's my
bait.
Neil collection.
I'd use that.
Yeah. I think that'll catch fish. And I think that's the only style that I got, other than some odd ones that she sent me, but I've already got them in a box.
That's a good choice right there, though, Lyle.
Yeah, I think so.
Chad's misbehaving again.
Oh, no.
Please take away.
Boys, am I going to have to separate you guys?
The easiest way to separate us by taking his wrench away so I can get him away from him.
He's already threatened me off to the side about doing that.
He said the turkey bacon word, and that's not good.
Turkey bacon.
Not good.
My.
You know, Leslie, what would be tragic is if you didn't like bacon. Do you like bacon?
Oh, I love bacon.
Oh, there you go.
It's un-American not to like bacon.
I think so.
It's un-American to use bacon for bait. I just can't imagine wasting it.
Right. Well, I actually have some bacon scent.
Some bacon scent? That's okay as long as it ain't the real thing.
I'm definitely going to have to order some of that. I had some I had some garlic scent today, and I literally right now I can smell it on my fingers because I just got in the house here about an hour and 2 hours ago. So.
Yeah. I got a guy that did a Facebook or a YouTube story on my baits because he went to pick up his baits from the mailbox, which apparently he lives in an area where there's lots of mailboxes. And he was quite embarrassed when the entire room smelled like garlic, and it was his package.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Whisker Dreams, I would be using 1/32 and 1/16 right now, I believe. I don't think you could go wrong with those two choices. And if I was going to be using them for bluegill, which of course I would probably go to a 1/64 ounce head.
Or smaller, definitely.
Yeah, 1/80th if you got it. I have a few of those, but not near enough.
Well, I make them with the keepers, you know.
You make the jigs with the keepers?
Yes, I make the ones with the wire keepers.
Wire keepers.
Okay.
Did you see my ears perk up when I heard that? Because I'm a big fan of the wire keepers.
He's going to get a pre-order.
Me too. With my baits, you know, they can catch up to 75 fish before, you know, they tear up. So
wow.
I would hate for one of them to slide off, you know, the jig head.
Yeah. You don't want to pull what everybody calls it, the fish pulled your pants down pretty much.
But if Mark loses him, he'll just order more from you.
Exactly.
Anglers are going to order anyways. I don't think it matters.
James and I will help him, though.
Of course, I'll help you too. You know, Lyle's a walking tackle shop.
I can believe that.
I've seen him order 5,000 jig heads one night.
Oh, you have not. You never seen that.
Just because your wife's listening doesn't mean it's not true.
You never seen it.
I ain't seen it, but I know. I heard the person who had to paint all those complain about it, Eric Massey.
Oh, James Dockery, yes, he's got the right thing here. He says, do I hear Mark's credit card coming out of his wallet?
Now that Sheila's gone, James,
Mark and
no, she
Lyle.
doesn't know about that rod, and that's why my got to wait till my budget next month.
SK, how you doing, buddy? Fellow Texan on the show with us tonight, SK. You should appreciate that, I'm sure.
I actually won that smelly jelly that I used today off of SK's show.
So how did that work?
It worked pretty good. My hands still smell like it.
And you put that on hand ties. You can put it on plastics,
Anything.
or even on pull type diving baits. Correct?
I'd put it on anything. I don't care. I'd put it on me if I'd catch more fish.
But if it's still on your hand, it's a good sign that it's going to be there.
What sense do you have, Leslie? You had mentioned that you had them.
I've got garlic and bacon, of course. Crawfish. I've got anise. Oh gosh, I'm missing one. Oh yeah, and squid, which is, oh my God, horrible.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't believe I want any of that.
Garlic's still the one you don't want to spill in the house.
Yeah. I don't know why, but SK had mentioned that crappie just like that garlic. Maybe because it's so pungent and it does give that off. But it's my go-to pretty much as of late. Even with like stock or trout, I would even take some of that stuff, which I have plans on here in the next month. If I go after them, I'm trying to get out there of actually dipping my power eggs in a little extra, give it a little extra kick. See if I can't outdo those the mob that's out there for stock or trout season. So we'll give it a shot. But I do want to get a hold of some of that bacon stuff. I'm going to have to do that. I could see a video coming down with that, Lyle.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that guy that did the video with my garlic baits, he caught 62 fish that day with them.
Oh,
That's
wow.
They're fishing.
Down here in Texas, he had a good day.
62 fish is a great day.
No
Hello,
joke.
Carl. Welcome. Glad to see you made it in chat with us tonight.
Let me remind everybody in chat that if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Let's see if we can get as many as we can tonight. It does help the algorithm.
There you go.
Help Lyle and his channel get going. I'm just here as eye candy, right, Lyle?
Oh, well, maybe. One of the things that we have to remember for all the viewers that watch the show is we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We have made it to 774 in just over a year. So if we can keep growing that and get it on up there to the 1,000 mark, from that point on, I think it'll go quicker.
I definitely think so.
Is something wrong with Jerry Parker that I've missed?
Jerry broke his rib. He's not doing so good.
I hate to hear that since he's got a fish this weekend.
I don't think he's too worried about it. He hasn't messaged me about anything, and Jerry would let me know right away.
Yeah, him and Danny, they're probably going to be there no matter what.
Check Hadley again. Your pro Stafford says, I fished this evening for a couple hours with minnows and Miss Bacon baits and caught more with her baits than minnows.
Wow, that's saying something.
Yeah, he sent me the pictures as he was trying to get home in time to catch the show.
SK wants to know, are you on Conroe?
I'm actually not real close to Conroe, but my baits are actually there. I'm sponsoring the East Texas Crappie Trail. Yeah, I think their tournament's there in the next weekend or so, but I have several guys that use my baits out at Lake Conroe also. I'm about 3 hours away from it now.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get down there to Texas. I really do.
Yeah. I am sitting in the middle of about 6, 7, 8, 9 lakes.
Leslie, he told me last year he was going to come to Missouri fish with me. Still hasn't made it.
See how that button works, Leslie? You can even shut the guy who runs the show down here.
Yeah.
With the price of gas, that's an awfully long drive. Or else I would do a crappie tour, which would be Southern Illinois, I know Chad don't want to hear that. Would be Missouri. Then I'd head down to Texas and fish with you fine people down there, especially SK. I'd give him a ring and see if he'd want to go fish.
Do they have crappie in Kentucky? They said they had catfish, but you know. How many did Chad catch last weekend on his home water?
I don't know. None?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. He didn't even fish his home water. He drove out of state.
Yeah, he does drive out of state to catch fish an awful lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It's so funny though. I'm enjoying it. I'm sure he's not.
So Leslie, are you a fish eater? You keep any of the crop you eat, or you catch?
Yes.
Yeah. And how do you like to eat them? How do you like to cook them?
Oh, I like them fried mostly, but I'll cook them just about anyway.
Yeah.
I make them grilled sometimes. Sometimes I put them in the pan with some butter, garlic. But mostly fried. It's my favorite.
You know, I've had them one time with they call it on the half shell. They actually leave the outer skin on them and grill them that way. That's pretty darn good, I must say. And I've
I
definitely
haven't tried that, but
I've become a big fan of crappie fins, tails. They're pretty darn good, I must say.
Like a
I've
tater
tried
chip.
that. Kind of like bluegill.
Bluegill too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Van
I
says,
bluegill.
wow, you can't go by what your son does. You are so correct with that. Any of the four of them, plus the two that I had originally.
And Chuck brings up a good one right there, fish tacos. You can't go wrong with a fish taco.
Yes. He knows I did. He sent me some from Lebanon, Missouri here not too long ago.
Lebanon, Missouri.
Yeah.
That is 30 miles from me.
You know,
I kinda
Chad,
thought so.
do you know that Chadwick Fields hates Missouri, Lyle?
I do know that.
Okay, we just want to make sure that's in there.
Not
Yeah.
sure that you
Who is it that lives in Lebanon?
Chucky.
Chuck lives in Lebanon? I'll have to get together with Chuck because, like I say, he's 30 minutes from me. And
Yeah,
I'm
he can.
sure he
can catch
fishes
anything.
Lake Ozark and Truman and all of them, and those are the very places that I fish.
Yeah, probably so. Y'all both can send me some crappie then.
That's right.
I have never turned crappie down from anybody who's ever given it to me. It's hard to know.
Me either.
That's right.
See, I'll be online trading with people. You send me some crappie, I'll send you a box.
You know what's funny?
I don't want fish.
I'm northwest of Chicago, unfortunately, about 40 miles northwest, halfway between Chicago and Rockford. And I had a neighbor who I brought some crappie out to taste one night, and they thought it was delicious. The next thing that came out of their mouth is, where do I buy some?
Hey, right?
I go, no. I think that's what makes it special, like crappie. And you can't really buy crappie. You can buy perch, you can buy walleye, you can buy catfish, but you can't buy crappie anywhere. At least not up here for sure. I don't know anything.
I haven't seen it here either.
All
catfish is my second.
Oh, really? I'd have to say perch and walleye and then catfish for me. And my channel is called Catfish and Crappie. That has a lot to do with it. So they're pretty close to one another. The more I cook catfish, the better I am in preparing it and cleaning it. So
all that fluffing stuff says good day from Australia panel. Well, fluffing stuff, welcome. And all the way from Australia, we appreciate you dropping in and sharing your Monday evening with us. Well, our Monday evening, it might not be yours.
Leslie, would you ship internationally if you had to? Oh, I think she froze. That's okay. Hopefully she'll come back. Yeah, I believe I see here A1 Fluff and stuff says I'm having problems ordering from the website. I believe she said she's closed until the weekend or after the weekend.
Right.
A1 Fishing, so that could be what's going on right there. She had an incident where she had a tree go through her roof. So are you back with us, Leslie?
Yeah, she's back. She's moving. So. All right.
Glad
Chuck,
to
I
have
live in Buffalo, Missouri, just 30 minutes west of you, I believe. I do not live at the North Pole, but Cindy and I did see Santa Claus driving a car this morning coming back from checking bait. On the his license plate said what was it?
Santa Claus.
It's close, but it was something like that, but it wasn't that. I can't remember. But anyhow, when we pulled, I told Cindy, I said, this has got to be Santa Claus. I pulled up to him, and sure enough, white beard, long hair, the whole thing. Only thing he was missing was the red suit. St. Nick. That's what his license plate said, St. Nick.
Matt says we'll trade for walleye. Just saying. Well, man, I got 3 pounds of walleye fillets for tomorrow. I will let you know how good they are.
Matt lives down there in walleye country. Crappie too, though. Oh, cold in Australia, they say.
Just
Watched
turning
the video there the other day. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It's warming up here quick.
Yeah, I bet. What's your temperature been down there, Leslie?
Finally getting back up to 75 and 80, but of course, the day I was moving, it was down in the 30s.
Yeah, it was something Kriegel said. He said on the license plate. Don R., welcome.
Yeah, we had 50 degrees today, and I was a happy guy.
Yeah, we had almost 80.
Mm.
Almost 80.
You'll be getting an emoji from me, Lyle.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I only guess what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Single digit.
The number 1 sign, but
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
if anybody has any questions for Leslie, please feel free to ask them in chat. We'll make sure that she gets them.
Absolutely. And if you do have any questions for her after the show, below here in the description is all the ways to contact her, or you can, it has been passed up many times in the chat tonight. So be sure to give her a shout. If there's anything that you want to talk to her about, she'll be glad to do that. Bear in mind that she's been out of the realm with a tree run through her roof, and we'll be going live again this weekend with taking orders and stuff. So get your stuff ready.
With a grand reopening sale.
Grand reopening sale. Remember that, Mark.
Can you give us a preview of what the sale is going to be like?
Did you say you will? Oh. Oh.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
me too. It just would have been nice to kind of prepare.
Yeah. And remember, I also have Cash App for you guys that, have to worry about hiding things.
Now you're talking. Cash App. Good.
Cash App.
I got to take.
I don't know what that is, I guess.
Well, we wouldn't expect you to, Lyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crappie Shed loves Leslie. I'm not sure what that is.
That's Mr. Armstrong. He's my guy in Nebraska that won second place last year, I believe. In Nebraska Crappie Trails, and we'll be going to the Big Crappie Masters this year with my double thumper.
That's awesome.
And he owns the Crappie Shed in Auburn, Nebraska.
Auburn, Nebraska. I wonder how close that is to my good buddy Sonny Parker. He lives in Nebraska somewhere.
What is the Crappie Shed? It sounds interesting.
Sounds like a place I need to be.
Yeah, it's a pretty much bait shop, and he sells baits out of his garage, more or less.
Okay. Here's a great question. I think I don't know what he's talking about. It says, "Have you shot laminates yet?"
That'll be dual colors, and yes, I do.
Okay. I didn't know what that meant. So
I don't know if you can see this.
We'll make it where you can.
And see our top.
Hold your hand up behind it, Leslie. Put your hand behind it. It'll make it jump up, maybe. You have a little bit of a
Let's see
weak
if I got
internet connection.
right. Yeah, there's a darker one.
That'll help, maybe. There you go. It's coming in. Looks very nice.
Yeah, Chucky's got a lot of fish on this one.
Looks good.
Yeah, I've got several colors, singles and duals as I call them, and then also have this is a triple. As you can see, it's black, red with a yellow tail.
Nice.
Lynn says the guy's an hour and a half from him and Sonny. I didn't know he was that close to Sonny, Lynn. I'm not sure I'd admit it.
Let me share that link out again for you, Leslie. If you guys have a chance, make sure you go over there, check out her Facebook page. Make sure you give it a like while you're there. Hopefully, you'll get back in there after the weekend and place an order. Do you take orders only on your website, or do you take them via Messenger too?
I take a messenger also, and I also do custom when I can. It takes a little longer, but I do. And but pretty much, I sometimes have auctions. Usually, the information is always on my Facebook page, which is
That's how I found you. Was an auction that you had done. I won one.
Yes.
And I was so impressed with that, then I just went ahead and placed an order.
Thank you.
You know, that's that it was
You
really
act
good.
like that's an out of the ordinary thing, Lyle. You place lots.
I didn't say it was out of the ordinary. How do you think I found Crappie Zilla for last week's? You know, I just ordered some. You got to know. You can't, unless you get a few of them, you can't tell if they're good or not.
Exactly.
But to be quite honest, I've never had a bad one.
Frank saying, tattooist advice: get a black card or cloth for a background to show your colors. Good advice. I'll remember that.
Probably is good advice. Frank's very artistic. He does drawings and makes thumbnails and stuff for people and all kinds of other things. So,
tattooist, graphic artist,
Frank,
does it all.
yeah, if he's a tattooist, so if he gives you information like that, it's probably quality. And he's a pretty good guy. We've had him on the show. He had a great show with Frank not too awful long back.
Man wants someone to pick 3 colors like monkey milk, ice blue, and silver. Those are all solid colors. You might want to throw a pink in there.
Yeah,
I would go with the pink instead of the blue. Maybe that laminated one that she was holding up. It was what, like a pink and a yellow, right, Leslie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my version of an electric chicken.
Electric chicken type color. You can't go wrong with that. I have one lake here where pink does not do anything for these fish. And in that lake, a red or an orange happens to work. It's the weirdest thing. Everywhere else it works, but no problem. So.
Yeah.
Lance McCoo guy says, does she have a curly tail in monkey milk? I'm sure she does.
Of course.
I can't imagine not having everything in monkey milk.
Yes. I use monkey milk in everything I make.
We love Leslie Glow in Ohio.
Thanks, Ralph.
You got quite the fan club going here. Everybody's
I think so.
Speak highly of you. Now I'm definitely going to have to place an order here. You come very highly recommended, apparently.
Leslie, one of the things that you need to understand when you get an order from Mark is tell him he can't complete the order until you check with James Dockery and myself.
No.
I'm sure we will want to add to his order for him. He understands. He might shake his head, but he knows it's true. We just want to help him out, spend his money. Oh, we have a lot of fun with that.
I can see that.
At least James and I do.
Wait a minute. I got to read this one. It says, that was the first time I ever appeared on appeared live on a show, except the news when I caught a piranha in the Maumee River. Oh, Jesus. Somebody's letting their pets go.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
All right.
I will.
Yeah,
I
no,
know
thank
this
you.
is about panfish, but I've got 3 images from Jody tonight, and she has caught what appears to be 3 great fish wherever it is that she's fishing, and 2 of them appear to be flatheads. I can't tell what the other is, and one of them's 35 pounds. So for people that are watching the show after we're done, I think that she's going to be live. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Matt says every once in a while at least 10 colors to add to Mark's order should be fun.
Do that. Take that off the screen. Put me in a poorhouse.
Number 5 red belly was a beast.
Or a 5-pound red belly is what he's saying.
Justin wants to know how you milk the monkey. That's a great question. I'm not going to get into that, however.
Why don't you Google that, Justin? I'm sure something will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll be ordering them. You know, I must have like 5,000 baits, but that don't mean I'm not going to want more. Chucky says, Mark, you can't go wrong with your baits. I've got almost 7 boxes full of different colors and sizes of stingers and different colors of the curly tails, beaver tails, and paddle tails.
See, Chuck wants in on the action of helping you with Dockery and I.
You got a commission deal with these guys, don't you, Leslie? And the truth comes out.
He started posting all that stuff, and I couldn't help but making him a pro staff. He was getting me all kinds of business.
That's cool. Go. Fish Ranch House, welcome. That's a new name in the show tonight. Well, Leslie, is there anything that you want to jump out there and to tell everybody about before we cut out of here tonight?
Well, I just look forward to seeing everybody on my page, and I appreciate y'all very much for coming in and watching.
Well, we had a great show with you tonight. Oh, it was a ton of fun. I've enjoyed it very much. Even if some of it was at Mark's expense, that's okay. He should be used to it by now.
Expect a bigger order from Lyle because he don't mess around.
She knows how I order. I ordered a pretty good bunch last time.
Mm-hmm. He's got
not as big as Mark's will be.
He's got 5,000 jig heads to put plastic on. So I
tie on them, but I can use them for that. I have to.
Yeah, I just sold a bunch to a guy that ties jigs. So
hey, you got to have a variety when you're catching crappie and bluegill. You just have to have.
Oh well.
Because if one day they may be on plastics and the next day they may be on hand ties or worms or something else. So you got to be prepared for all. And some days like today and yesterday, it doesn't matter what you throw at them, they ain't biting none of it. But there'll be days like that. Hopefully not as many as we've been having.
I sell some hand ties on my website for a good friend of mine. I do not make them myself, but I buy them from him and then I resell them on my website. And that was Mr. Chad Butler.
I don't know how the amount of baits that you make. I don't know how you'd ever find time to tie any. I just can't. I couldn't imagine that.
That's way too tedious for me. I do pretty good just doing jig heads without losing my mind.
Mark, would you like to pull up the giveaway tool?
I can do that. Most definitely I can do that. 1 second here. What are you giving away tonight, bud?
I'm going to give away a package of Leslie's baits.
Ooh, I want to get in on this one. I don't care what anybody in chat.
I have a bag full, and we will jump in this bag, and we'll pull out a package. And whatever package I pull out will be the kind that you get. They'll all be the stinger tails. I believe that's all that I have in this bag, but I have the whole bag, and whatever color comes out when I pull it out, when I get ready to ship it, that's what you'll get. I'm not going to pull a specific color or anything like that, and we'll give it away and ship it to you.
Leslie, I've waited my whole life to put that up there for a giveaway. So I'm running with it.
So
I bet you are.
Get her listed up, folks, if you want in on the drawing. We're only doing this drawing tonight, so this will be it right before we close out the show.
Enter in hashtag bacon just like it looks on the screen. I don't think the capital B matters or not, but just to be safe, I would do it in order to enter in to win the giveaway that Lyle's hosting tonight.
And for the people that didn't stay in till the end, it's your loss.
Absolutely.
We was up over 80 a while ago. We're down to around 60. So that's 20 people that are just not getting a chance to win.
They'll come back in. Trust me.
Yeah, maybe.
Look, there's Patriot James. He put in bacon.
Patriot James.
Catmandu Outdoors entered in. There we go.
Glad to see all them guys in here tonight. Chris Davis, Uncle Jeep. We have a great bunch of viewers that watch this. There's Van, Kevin, Andrea.
How you doing?
Shoot, if Chuck would win, maybe him and I get together, go fishing, and save me a stamp or two.
Well, he's pretty much got every color I make. He gets them first.
Hey, that's what you got to do, guys, to take care of you, though. It really is.
And he sends me crappie.
That's even better.
That is even better.
Best hashtag name ever.
You know, I'm going to move me here so that doesn't cover up Leslie. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It can cover me up.
Well, like I was saying, Leslie, this has been a great show. Thank you so much for jumping in here. I know that you had told me earlier today this was your first live show that you'd ever done. And I will have to say you've done an amazing job tonight. You had all the information for everybody that had questions. You answered them perfectly. So once you get rolling, you should be good to go on your end to do some lives on your own.
Appreciate it, guys.
And, you know, anything that Panfish Nation can do to help you out, just give me a shout. We'll be glad to help you anytime we can.
You know, Cody says, toss in some hand ties. Toss me some hand tied in with it, Lyle. Need them by Thursday, leaving Wednesday for my crappie trip. You know, Panfish Nation jigs and flies, isn't that a side project of yours? He can actually buy them from you, can't he, Lyle?
You can. And we're going to have some plastics for sale on there when everybody gets up and going again. We'll be listing things for sale on there, plastic hand ties. It's a slow go. I don't move as fast as I used to, so things take me a little bit longer to get going. But all that's going to be available. And Cody, I don't think I can get them to you by Wednesday, but message me in the morning, and we'll try to figure something out. If I can, I'll be glad to help you.
If he's willing to pay, you can get him there overnight, Lyle.
Yeah, if he's paying the shipping, I have to know where he's at. I can usually get him there within a couple of days. So that would be Monday or so.
I think Cody's in Kentucky with Chad.
Did you say something about Chad? Is he still in here? I figured he's in bed by now.
No, he's in bed by now. He gave up on you. I'm still here with you.
I know. And Dockery's around, so.
Look at that. Matt says he added Miss Bacon to his favorites list. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give him a couple more minutes. What do you say, Lyle? And then we'll
That's good. We got 40 entries in here. For those of you that are not subscribed, you can't get in these drawings, so be sure to subscribe. Give us a like if you like the content. Share it with your friends so they too can be part of these giveaways, because we try to do one every week. Some weeks we don't. Sometimes we just get too busy with our guest and we forget about it. But for the most of the time, we can make it happen.
SK is wishing everybody good luck. Eric B's in on it.
CV. Yep, they're back. They're back, ready to go.
Chad Butler, not you. If you hear the word Chad, it's somebody else.
Yes, that's correct.
Please don't be offended. We're not talking about you, Chad.
No.
About the other one.
We're up to 42. I don't know if we'll get any more or not. Mark, maybe we ought to go ahead and just cut her loose and let her roll.
I'll let her rip. There we go. We'll get her started. Good luck, everyone. Where it stops, nobody knows. Oh, I forgot to enter, Lyle. Oh, look at that. Alana's Catfish Adventures. That's Freddie's daughter.
I was going to say that's Freddie's daughter. Alana, just give me a message after the show with your shipping address, and I'll get them right out to you. But don't lump me in with Chad. You can message me on Messenger Cody or catfishweeklytv@gmail.com.
Cool. So do you have anything else left to plug, Leslie, besides you reopen? Do you have a definite date on when you're reopening, or is it just after the weekend?
Well, if this rain slows down, hopefully I'll be able to get out there and get finished set up.
Okay.
But,
that'd be cool.
Keep your eye peeled on it. I'll post that link up again so people can listen for the announcement on your Facebook page, I imagine.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'll start with a giveaway also.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Looky there. Awesome. Here, let me get you full screen. Pretty good looking outfit there.
You can't win that giveaway if you don't give her page a like and check back throughout the weekend. So hopefully you can get on them.
Great looking baits. Great looking baits. Leslie, thank you so much for joining us on Thursday night. We appreciate it very much. You have some great looking products. I hope this helps you with some sales. Let's wait a few weeks or a month or so and get you back on here and see how you're doing after your sale worked out. And let me know if you have done well with being on Panfish Nation, if it got you any sales and stuff, because that's so important to me and to make sure that it's worthwhile to have you people up here. But regardless, it was a lot of fun and we got a lot of great information. So thanks again.
Yes, thank y'all. I had a great time.
Can I plug something real quick, Lyle?
You can.
We got the 1-versus-1 catfish tournament this weekend, guys, Saturday and Sunday. Tune in. The end of round 1 is on Saturday. Round 2 starts on Sunday. Also, on Monday, for my podcast, I will be announcing the Size Matters online crappie tournament. If you want to partake in that, we're going to go over the results from the 1v1, and I'll make the announcements on how to get considered for the crappie tournament. So I've had a lot of interest, a lot of people messaging me saying they have to get on there. We'll see. StreamYard only allows for so many anglers, so we'll go by that. Whether or not I want to make it a multi-day tournament, to be honest with you folks, I don't, but I might do it. But tune in on Monday, and hopefully we'll have some more information.
Sounds good. Be sure to tune in to the Catfish and Crappie podcast Monday night, right after Catfish Weekly. And we'll be here next Thursday night, right after the bait shop. And there's a whole slew of other people Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm not going to get into announcing them all, but there is a catfish or panfish show of some kind every night of the week on YouTube, which is more than you get out of TV. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next